Travis Wayne Goodsall. The scriptures were written by authors who had a specific interpretation to be used on them. And that which you call the Gospels were written by Jews, not by Christians. And therefore, the author's learning of the Jews is required for interpretation of his scripture. And so there's the story of AKA Jesus, as they are prophesying about Emmanuel in the latter days. And so they use Jesus in the story because of the baby name meaning of Jesus in relation to the story. And he is confronted often by Pharisees, the religious leaders of the great and abominable church, as Jesus is trying to restore the ancient Egyptian 18th dynasty kingdom of the David Moseses. And they're constantly accusing Jesus of all kinds of violations of the law. And yet, all of their attacks are beam and motes. They're false accusations. So that which they are falsely accusing in Jesus reveals the same and worst fault in themselves. And so why can nobody find fault soundly using Socratic method with logical arguments against Jesus? Not just because the author is specifically writing the script, like NCIS. Of course they're going to come out fine, because the script writer said so. No, there's another reason, and it's because of the law that is being referred to here in the story. Jesus, aka, who is Emmanuel of the latter days, is the Christ. He is the fulfillment of the law. And so you can't accuse him. You will lose. You will expose yourself instead. Automatically, you are automatically wrong. This is what the author is trying to teach you. To warn the specific religion and their Christ of the latter days. Right, Mormons? So I had a dumbass comment on Mormon discussions deconverting Mormons to falsehood. And just like Mormons who are offended and attack, so too did I have ex-Mormon who was offended and attacked. They leave Mormonism, but they don't leave Mormonism alone. They still carry the baggage. They have not learned. And so this guy is a QAnon wannabe, as he calls himself, Trevanon. So he is an enemy of the nation, and he needs to be locked up with his good old buddy. And you had noticed that it's all escalating here right before the day that shall burn as an oven? Anybody noticing that? I've been warning you. It's day 24. And so he's trying to be clever in thinking that he's using Socratic method debate back at me to prove me wrong and own me. He's a dumbass. He didn't use it right. He has not been taught right. Q does not teach their followers how to use Socratic method. They are just Pharisees. And so he's trying to claim that Joseph Smith also wasn't born in Mormonism. Like Bill Reel, is that the Mormon discussions leader, cult leader? And I was trying to point out that because he was not born and raised in the Covenant Mormon, which means that he would have gone to primary and seminary and would have learned how to be a Mormon indoctrinated as a baby growing up. No, he was converted at 17 years of age. And then wasn't even in Utah, which is not part of the issue, but Bill tries to claim that, well, he's an authority because he became a bishop at 26 or 29. Yeah, you weren't in Utah, that's why. It's no big deal. And so this Trevenon was not paying attention to my argument. And so now he's attacking Joseph Smith, as he doesn't understand I'm against the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm being attacked by everybody because nobody understands the truth. And so he's now therefore saying because Joseph Smith wasn't born and raised in the Mormon Church, that therefore he's not to be considered an authority in the faith. First of all, dumbass, Joseph Smith founded a different church than what Brigham Young founded. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints originates with Brigham Young, not Joseph Smith. This is what nobody is getting. And so, yeah, he's pulling fallacy arguments to counter what I was trying to claim, that Bill is not an authority on Mormonism. And yet he has fooled and deceived hundreds of thousands, at least tens of thousands, could be hundreds of thousands of people. He has influenced people, and specifically the one guy that was a comment review in this video, Jason, who says that he was deconverted by Bill Reel and his channel, that you have to pay him for, because it's his job, priestcraft. He learned from the church well, I guess, didn't he? So this is just awful that ex-Mormons, former Mormons, critics, they just don't want to get it. And that's a danger, because very soon you're all going to be proven wrong.